With this video, I'm going to show you how to modify and upload GRBL to the Arduino for your CNC laser cutter. Let's do this. First, we're going to need a couple of programs. The links to these programs is below. So we're going to need the GRBL project's source code. You can download that from here. The current version is version 0.9J. Next thing we're going to need is the Arduino software. It's purely just for the driver. So I believe you download the Windows zip. The next we're going to need is XLoader. This is to upload GRBL to the Arduino device, and there's a zip file over here. Last what we're going to need is WinAVR. There's the installation file over here. This is the compiler. Okay, and here's everything that I've already downloaded. So the very first thing is you need to find the drivers for your Arduino. Now usually Windows already has drivers for the thing, but just in case you don't have the drivers, you can install them this way. So open up that zip file and look for drivers. Then extract those drivers to somewhere, maybe your desktop. Okay, and then we go to the device manager. And plug the device in. So in my case, it picked it up as a USB serial converter. But if it doesn't pick up the device, you can go to Properties, Driver, Update Driver, Browse, and then you go to the desktop location. Hit OK. Tick this box that says Include subfolders. Click Next, and continue. But since mine already installed it, installed it for Windows 10. It's using a built-in driver that Microsoft made for this thing, and it works great. Now we need to find the COM settings, and that we can find over here. Port, and it says USB serial port, COM number 3. Now you can change this if you want by going to port settings, advanced, and changing whatever the COM is over here, but I'm going to leave it at COM 3. All of these settings over here is fine. The program is going to override those settings. Now the next thing that we're going to need to do is install the compiler. It's a straightforward installation. You just click OK, next. The next thing that you want to do is open up the GRBL master and extract the files that's inside there. Then you go into this GRBL folder, config H, and open it up with a notepad program. I'm using Notepad++, and then you search for this line somewhere in about the 200s. It says define variable spindle, and you uncomment this. Now what is important, and it tells you right over here, is it's swapping pin 12 and pin 11. If this is enabled, pin 11 and 12 will switch. So we just disabled it, so they switched. So now pin 12 is where you're going to plug in your laser, and pin 11 is where you're going to plug in your limit switch. Just remember that. You hit save for this thing, close it. Now you open up a command prompt in Administrator, and you navigate to this folder, and you type in make, and that's how quickly it builds. You're looking for this file that says grbl.hex. When you open this up with a notepad, it should look something like this. Alright, and now you can open up the flash tool and extract that and launch the executable. So now over here you select the COM port. Over here you select the baud rate. 115200 should be fine. Must just make sure with your version of GRBL, but I believe that Uno is using this now. You make sure that you've selected the correct device over here. which is a 80 mega 320, and then the hex file. To browse for the hex file and then open it up, and then you hit upload. The lights on your Arduino will start flickering rapidly. And it should show at the bottom over here, bytes uploaded. Then you're completed. The GRBL hex file that I've modified is in the links below. I'm gonna make one more video showing how to make the G-code files for the laser engraver, so please subscribe to check that out. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.